Hello and welcome back. Today we are playing as Great Britain. We are playing Victoria 3. And last episode was pretty chill. I think the biggest thing is we protectorated Brazil. And, this kind of date right here marks around, well, it's a nice date, but it also marks about a third of the way through the game. And so I thought I'd just do a quick review. This is our market. We have quite a few subjects, in the form of protectorates in various areas. Like, I believe, no, Mexico's not a protectorate. Brazil's a protectorate. We got all these guys in the market. And what we are going to be doing is, I know I've, the last two episodes, asked the viewers, whether or not you wanted me to go just straight for anarchy and do the achievement quickly, or to try and play tight and maybe try and turn this into a world conquest. Currently, the way the declaring war system works, it's actually very hard to do world conquest because you can only declare one war at a time. And so it's not a matter of the amount of force required to declare war, but rather just the logistics of, trying to minimize the numbers of wars you have to fight entirely in order to do this. And also you have this detail where you kind of want to break up countries. So France, in order for you to puppet France has to be below a great power. If you don't puppet them, you'd have to take one province at a time once you get really strong, and this would just take too long because obviously this takes a lot of wars. And then so in order to kneecap them, you have to break them up like this, which means you have to further conquer more people. So we're going to have to conquer Occitania and Brittany separately. So this is, world conquest is hard in this way. But moving on, let's just talk about where we're at. I think we started with 15 million pops 33 years ago, and now we have 131 million. Our GDP was 60 million, now it's 1.9 billion. Our construction was 50, now it's 4,000. This is something that is going to start breaking the play. We're not breaking the play, but making the play a lot harder is 4K is kind of where I start having a lot of problems in terms of keeping up the queue without pausing. We have all these things off to the side that we are trying to get people into our customs union. We added a few more. We're going to be trying to annex a lot of our subjects here pretty soon. Currently, we are still trying to stay under 25 infamy in general, but we are going to dip. We're coming up over. Ooh, paradox math. This should say 2 billion, but it's 1.98 billion. And we get the patron of the arts because I did swatch some PMs after saving. Okay. I think I'm more than happy to have them get more powerful and more approval rating. Wow, we're also getting the plus 10 bonus from the petite bourgeoisie. Not that we're really using it because we are making money, but I think we might want to really expand construction. I mean, if we wanted to go for a world conquest, would we be playing really differently? I don't think so. We are doing a war for Tidor to puppet Tidor, and this is we're going to puppet them and then annex them later. This is kind of a war I expect them to just back down most of the time here. Assuming Great Qing does not side with them, which decent chance Great Qing does side with them. Because Great Qing is not a huge fan of us. But there's the heuristic for expansion is kind of like this, in terms of minimizing the wars for attempting the world conquest. If there are 2 provinces or less, you just take the provinces. If there are more than 2 provinces, it makes sense to puppet them and then annex them. And if they are higher population, diplo-puppeting them is better. If you still have to try and stay under 25, and then if they're really low population, you just annex them. Or you just puppet them, because puppeting and annexing territories is largely, there we have it. Puppeting and annexing is largely based off of, the amount of infamy you gain is largely based on population. At a certain point, you just turn the corner, though, and you don't care about infamy anymore, and you just go to cap. You go to 10k. It's hyperpolarized. I wish it felt a little bit more like a sliding scale. If the decay was non-linear. If you decay more at higher infamies. But currently, it just seems like you want to stay under 25. Unless you're just gonna go full ham, and then you go way over. So. We'll move this guy over here. Actually, no, we won't. we'll see if we can recruit another general. Do we have conscripts waiting? No, we do not. I was thinking about recruiting down here. That is quite a long incorporation. This one is shorter. This is one of the territories we incorporated. It's probably too many. Actually, we want them at the front of the queue as well. Actually, any spot in the queue would be great. So we will recruit another general for there. We do have to add stuff to the queue. The queue got a lot larger. You may have noticed. It's a grower, not a shower. We'll get there. We'll get to like 10k. We'll actually get way above 10k, but these look like they could use some expansion. Same with these. We already have some of those in there though. And then we do have every single place in here is building clothes. So let's take a look at furniture. And where is building furniture? So all these places are. So why don't we just add a full stack of furniture there and there. And add some rails. Click it on auto expand. And this is how we like to expand. To maintain max economies of scale bonus. We will let you be there, my hedonist. I guess we'll move this guy here to this front, and then we will also be recruiting a general in La Plata HQ. What is this? Will command 0? Not for long. But it looks like we might have to get a defensive guy. I mean, I think this guy's better. We're gonna recruit this guy. Prince George. Is this the ruler? He's North German. He's got a lot of things. Is there a way to see? Hold up. Edward's the... Okay, cool. Oh, he's Intelligentsia too. That's nice. Don't like the negative popularity, but the Intelligentsia is nice. Alright, let's move this guy on over. I guess we'll mobilize him, and he has no battalions. He will soon once they start recruiting a little bit. We're going to put him on this front here. Which I assume the British Raj will also go on that front. I don't like that the event, you know, swapped us over to... We're going to double check and make sure we can't federate a little bit. But I don't like that the event made it so that the British Raj was no longer a Dominion. We were rather enjoying that they were clapping all these guys out here. So that was pretty cool. Obviously, they're no longer doing that. We are running some excess bureaucracy, which we kind of intentionally provoked. I think I was considering incorporating here, but I don't think we want to do incorporation of 20. Although this would be a fine state, this would actually be a very good state because it has a high arable land count relative to the other stuff. But it does have rubber, so maybe not. That's funny, the Han people migrated over here. We are looking for areas that share a culture, and then we're gonna look and see if it would make sense for us to incorporate Zulu. Not really. Now we're starting to get we're starting to get pretty far away from the home area. We are getting closer and closer to completing this closing in, and I'm thinking the next war goal we do is annexing Portugal. So this will be nice. I feel so clever for subsidizing this so it doesn't disappear. Tidor backs down, giving us the war goal. Spectacular. So, they are now a puppet, and we are infamous. We are looking at all the places we are damaging relations. This is, like, one of the only ones, but we have a truce with them, other than Portugal, that we, like, kind of want to start a war with. So we could annex them, but it takes so much infamy. It's going to be quite a while before we can do anything again. But, like, it's hard to find these low infamy wars. We gained 4 infamy. I think it might just be chill mode. Let's damage relations with them, because we do want to annex them once the truce is up. So we're actually just going to chill for just a little bit and not declare any wars, and I guess focus a little bit more on expanding our industries. So let's take a look. We're going to look at the food industries. We're going to look, where do we have peasants? And see, there's Volta. There's the place we were thinking of incorporating, and we are looking for places that we have incorporated. Now we could incorporate Cape Colony, I believe. So they just have logging and the arable land. They would incorporate in 5 years. I've just been thinking about incorporation a lot because I just made the video on it. So I think this is a fine place to incorporate, and then now we can start building up. Now, it is several nodes away from the capital, so this is going to take a lot more convoys, but we will also subsidize this here so that this particular trade center stays. That way it gets more migration attraction. I think this is clever. I'm not 100% sure. This would require a little bit more research on my part, but this is an interesting idea, at least to me. We will try and abuse the 10% throughput bonus before it disappears with our power plants. And then we will add some rails ahead of time. And then we'll add a rail there because they'll need it, and we will swap you over to electric rails. Alright, you're already on them. Fantastic. I think we swapped everything over to electric rails. And we are trying to... The main reason we're expanding new places to 51 is because we want our auto queue to get a little bit more robust. It's going to be a bit while to... Or it's going to be a bit while. It's going to be a while before these places fully employ, but... we do want to do that. Alright. Now. Is there anything that we can produce in the capital that we currently don't? We don't have boom booms in the capital. We're going to make boom booms in the capital, because the capital is great. And we're going to set them on auto expand. I believe we don't have to worry about infrastructure forever in the capital, basically. We could actually delete more railroads. I'm not sure I want to. These are auto-expanding, so why don't we give them a little nudge in that direction. These are expanding, so we're just going to add 10. We're going to add 10 to everything that's +1ing in the capital right now. Because we already have the infrastructure all built out. And this will be fine. Let's expand you a little bit. And what do we want from you? Glassworks seems fine. I do actually want to make synthetics plants somewhere. But not yet. And we'll set you on auto-expand. I think we did not set this on auto-expand. Nope, we did. Now, everywhere has clothes. Let's see where we have tools. So, we are expanding tools everywhere that can now. And we still need some more, so why don't we put some more in Munster? Or we can still put some down, because tools is often very profitable. And we are running a bit of a bureaucratic surplus. I think, in general, I don't know what percentage you want to float, but I do think you want to float like a nice bureaucratic surplus, because running a deficit is just really bad. I think maybe it's just like 200 for like a government this size. Maybe the heuristic is like, yeah, I'm not sure what it would be. Like the size of your economy in billions gives you 100 per size. I don't know. Except I think floating 200 in general is probably pretty good. We passed compulsory primary school. I think there's a couple other laws I think we wanted to pass, but we didn't want to. Right now we have a really good setup with the government where we have the 3 best interest groups happy, you know, plus 10 happy, so we're getting all these bonuses and also powerful, and I don't think we want to mess with that too much. Rofolk also happy, which is also nice. Eastern Cape has a bunch of coal mines, so I'm less keen on incorporating them. And let's take a look at our infamy. We are now reputable. And somehow, it feels like we decayed like a lot more than we should have. But we're going to take a quick look and see if we can do anything with the obligations. Manchuria still cautious about us. Sokoto antagonistic. Philippines not so happy. These guys are friendly, cautious. Persia is cooperative, so we would be able to invite them to a customs union if we had an obligation. We could owe them an obligation and get them in, but I think we'll just play it slow. These guys we need an obligation for. Italy, we have an obligation. What we need is they would just be willing to change to our customs union straight up, but they cannot change until some time has passed because they recently joined the other guys. We're damaging relations with them. And Ottoman Empire, we need a thing. So I think, man, I really want to go after Portugal right now. I mean, I can look at all the people I'm decaying relationship with. I could also go after one of these, like, little inky-dinky guys. That's only 4 infamy to annex. Because now that won't pull me over. Won't pull me over the amount of infamy. Go after Costa Rica here, for example. They do have coal, which is nice. I'm gonna have to take these guys in 2 wars. I could go for a puppet on them. No, I'd rather just annex Portugal here. Maybe that's the play. We will go over the infamy. And then people are like more likely to do like nasty things to us, like join against us. I guess maybe we just chill a little while longer and just work on expanding. We get an obligation for Persia down here. Still not sure the best place to put the camera, but now we should be able to invite them to the customs union using the obligation and then stop bankrolling them, which will put us adjacent to the Ottomans, so getting them to change the customs union will be a lot easier now. And also we will be adjacent to Khiva, so it might be easier to, you know, do something with Khiva. It looks like they're a subject of some kind. We could try and get some of these guys as protectorates over a longer time frame. I guess it's mostly just chill. Yeah. Okay. What's expensive in our market, and let's figure out a way to facilitate getting it. Well, it's still energy. So we might not even go after Portugal here. I really don't think Portugal's good to go after, except for making a thumbnail better, basically. Because when we fully surround the Congo. But I think that Canada is actually the one to go after. But we're pretty cordial, happy with Canada. And the reason why is I really want Ontario. For the 20% throughput on electricity. But what we will do is we will, I guess, we will put power plants on all these. Just put a +1. So this way it highlights all the ones. And then we will drop another one. Electricity is generally kind of hard to get full employment on the building. So I think that, like, yeah, so, like, look at the employment. So it's the most expensive thing, and I'm about to run a shortage, and, like, look at this throughput, but it's still not fully employed. And this one is almost fully employed. So, but, I don't know. Political leader died. Trade unionists. This is actually a big deal. And we get an event, the duel. So now you are a Republican. Well, that's fine with us, generally. Well, actually, we have monarchy. That's actually not ideal. But we get the duel event, which is a big deal. So, heir apparent. Wow. Edward of Hanover has challenged Abel Quinine to a duel to the death. So I don't think this guy, yeah, he's just an admiral. Do we want our heir to maybe die? This is not good as a leader of an empire, and it is one of his traits. That's pretty useless prestige. This is okay. Imperious is kind of a mixed bag. But let's let him fight. I've never gotten this event before, by the way, with an heir. So this is kind of an interesting deal. Ah, the Chad. He deserves to be heir. Oop, I can turn on my light, I guess. Let's just look at our infamy. I feel like we got some sort of like event or something that decayed it faster, but I really hate running this negative 0.25 because it makes it, every time I want to switch over who I'm bolstering, it's like a production because I have to do this. I have to go stop bolstering. I gotta go here. I gotta pay a little more. I gotta go here. I gotta go here. Bolster. And then I go here, and then I pay a little bit less. Because I'm really fine getting the extra Oppo group disapproval. Mexico, we also would want to protectorate, but yeah, they're not about it. It looks like, well, it's just that they have powerful protectors. Okay, so what, can we just clap their protectors around? They have defensive pact with us and France. So we got an obligation with them. Admiral dies, so we'll need to recruit an admiral. But we could clap France, who is one of the protectors of Mexico, and then Mexico will join us. Oh my god, I forgot what I was gonna do. Okay, it was recruiting an admiral. Got it. Yep. Nice. I mean, we don't like Scarred and we don't like Bandit, but we do like these IG. Nepotism at its finest. Where's the Scarred Bandit? And we are starting to have a little bit of a hard time keeping up with this queue. I think we need to create more auto expansion in terms of rural stuff. So let's take a look here. You're auto expanding on this. This is your specialty. You're auto expanding that. That's your specialty. What do we want this to specialize in? Dyes. Sure. Why not? Let's go. Auto expand. Okay. Here. We are auto expanding. Here. Sugar can be hard to find. We're going to auto expand sugar. And we're going to delete the thing that's not very profitable, and we'll leave it at that. That's dyes. This sugar, obvious. Okay. It is auto expanding. We'll delete that. Here. Tobacco. Auto expand. Here, what do we want to specialize in? Well, let's do coffee, I guess. I see that dyes are more profitable, but there's a lot of places that can't make coffee. Here we picked rice, I guess. Who knows why? Here we might pick tobacco. Yep. Let's auto-expand the tobacco. So this auto-queue will help us out a little bit, and here we'll do dyes. It's already doing dyes, dyes. Ah, this one's sugar. But it looks like they've fully expanded. So what we can do is we can delete some of the ones that are least productive. So we'll delete 3, I guess, and we'll just add to that. This one, we decided on dyes. This one is decided for us. It is auto-expanding. Looks like we've actually not been too terribly bad about picking this out. Do like us some cotton in some spots, so let's click that on auto expand. We'll get rid of that. The tea. The British want only one thing, and it's fucking tea. And then this will be a little bit more auto expanding we got going on, and we could probably do something here. I guess we could do cotton or sugar. Or coffee, kind of picking between those. Why don't we do a little bit of cotton? We don't have a lot of cotton. I feel like we're importing a lot. This is fine. This one we did millet, and man, is that millet fat throughput bonus. So why don't we delete some of these and make them millet? Deleting's probably not the most efficient, but we kind of want to just lock everything up in the correct way. And unfortunate. Here we have picked dyes, it looks like. And we can get rid of some of this for some of this. And here we picked dyes. Yeah, there's just a lot of places we can do dyes. Auto expand that. To door is a subject. There we picked dyes. This we can make whatever we want. We'll just add a smattering of stuff. Hokkaido, did we pick yet? No. I think we generally make wheat in Hokkaido, so we'll click it on auto expand. Sakhalin, you got no choice. You're making that. And somehow our queue is less filled than it was before. You know, that's how it goes, I guess. I guess I don't want all these countries, like... I don't want other countries colonizing all these, like, little islands. We'll handle that after we close the gap. Mind the gap. Yeah, that's right. Okay. just fully expand this stuff in the home countries. We're already pretty well expanded. Alright. Now we're losing some money. Perfect. How we drew it up. It's weird to me that the AI doesn't go after La Plata. Like, it doesn't evaluate strategically. I think it's just scripted to go for the Congo once it gets malaria prevention. And since we have blocked them out of the Congo, they're just, like, not dynamic enough to adjust or something, which is unfortunate. I think we might get ready to declare our war. It will kick us over 25, which makes people be nasty to us. But we do have, yeah, we're just gonna do it. It's very likely to back down. We'll put an extra guy on the front that has the 96 guy, because we're almost certainly using that 96 here to land. And good chance that Spain joins them. Looks like some of these guys are swayable. Probably just back down here. They are in bankruptcy. So, seems good. For us, of course, on Q. We're just gonna have to start being a little bit more aggressive about this Q. Where we just do like this. You know, we just look and see, okay, all that's kind of profitable, and we just expand all of it, basically. I'm gonna build one of these in the home countries. Gonna set it to auto-expand, but really not expecting it to expand too much. Spain does side with Portugal. It's really unlikely this war pops off, because he's still minus 105, but as we learned a couple episodes ago, minus 71 will pop off. So we can liberate a country. I don't think it's worth liberating a country, because... yeah, we'd rather they have all the territory, really. So we'll just probably go for war reps only. I guess we could ban slavery in Spain. That's kind of it. We are floating a bunch of excess bureaucracy. So we will start increasing these institutions as well, which I'm fine with. I think this is why we built the extra bureaucracy a little bit. Also wanted to play around with, like, thinking through incorporations, but I don't think we want to incorporate more states here. France sides with Portugal. Well, now it's a party. So let's have a look at what we can maybe do here. Prince George. Let's have a go. So, for the French, we will probably just want war reps as well. Now, probably one of the reasons France joined and Spain joined is because we went up into the naughty zone of being high. So, yeah. Well, this is okay. We're pretty okay with this. It's like, meh. Alright, we're gonna click and we're gonna look and try and look at the numbers and see what looks like it earning a lot. And if some of these numbers are really, really high, then we're gonna add with a couple of caveats. So these aren't making too much money. Boom Boom's not much money. The tooling's, it's over 1. It's okay, but it's not super high. Gonna add a couple more where they aren't expanding any. For those, not much money for paper. Kind of okay for glassworks. We got a bunch of glassworks already. Furniture manufacturers are doing okay, but we really don't have a lot of furniture manufacturers, so I'm just gonna drop one in West Country. Instead of adding 10 to 5 different ones, now we will have one in West Country as well, and we'll kick it up to auto expand. And is this war gonna go through? I mean, they're minus 110. I don't think I've seen a bigger negative here. Solidarity is deactivated. What? No. Probably because you're a Republican. Damn. Did this go down? No, no, that's going down. That's unfortunate. Definitely don't like that. Well, now we are at an inflection point where we could get that bonus back, for example, by switching to wage subsidies. But then we would lose our industrialist bonuses, or we would lose only one of our industrialist bonus. I think that the better bonus is the trade unionist one, and I do think we would not mind swapping to wage subsidies from poor laws. But this also has a bigger macro effect of, well, actually, how many people are taking welfare? What's that look like? That's a decent amount. Yeah, let's try it. And now that we're trying to switch over, if we take a look, these guys have dipped to just 5 happy, so we're going to lose job creators, but we'll still keep engines of progress, and we will get this back. So we would rather have, I think, in my opinion, we'd rather have the workforce ratio than the capitalist investment pool contribution, so this is part of why we're doing it. We also don't mind the switch on the law, but this feels like a nice, comfortable, like, time to do it. And still kind of waiting to see if these guys back down. They probably should. That'd be... I mean, I guess I would eat my hat if they don't, right? Because this is minus 111. Because loans, turmoil, bankruptcy. I'm glad we decided to annex them, because they probably would have had a civil war anyway. Come on. There's no way you do this war. Okay, I guess we don't have to watch them while this is ticking down, but, like, I feel like this shouldn't be a thing. Wow, these make money, so why don't we expand them out a little bit? I guess we probably should specialize in one, but this is fine, too. Food industries. Food industries make bank. Okay, so we will add a new food industry somewhere. So we're putting down a whole bunch of different ones, so we know which place we can add it, and then we can sort by peasants, I guess. Still don't have too much peasants in incorporated territories, but what we want is for them to migrate to incorporated territories. Munster has some peasants, though. So we'll add a 51, and we will set it to auto-expand. Kalot wants a defensive pack? No way, bro. And we will look at some of our newly acquired territory. I think we'll just do that there. Here, maybe we'll do coffee. Now, I think Portugal had this territory. This, yeah. So I guess we just kind of want to do about a bunch of this. Boop, boop. And then we can find ourselves another war, but we really don't want to... We want to get back under 25 infamy. You know, we're going to get these guys wary instead of cautious. It's going to be harder. Koto's antagonistic. It's going to be harder for us to try and get people into our market diplomatically. The Japanese shogunate, who we added a whole bunch of trade to in order to try and make them happier with us, has finally decided that they like us now. So we're going to invite them to the customs union. And let's take a look here. Now, how close are we? So, we have 50 from the obligation here. And 25 from defending the borders. But there are ideological differences between our government. Another 10 from customs union. So if they got off of defending the borders, we could potentially protectorate them. That's good to know. So I think that we will stay on them for now. They are wary of us. Fair. Ottomans, we cannot change them until it's still got a cooldown. So, just chilling. I suppose. And we will, let's take a look. We have a truce with them. We have a truce with Trucal states. I think we're damaging relations with Canada. We do want to incorporate Canada more than any other of our countries. Oh, we're floating just this huge bureaucracy, but we are upping some of our institutions quite a bit, so this should be good. Did acquire a lot of radicals here. And we wanted to incorporate 2 of the Portuguese states, so why don't we do this? I think it was Barca, it's only 5 years, and this one, which is also only 5 years. Don't really think we need these shipyards, and they're not particularly well employed. This is not well employed. Wow, we could have built it up. I regret everything. And we'll up that a little bit. We will put down a government administration here, as well as a university. Put down a university here. And then we will up this to 52. In terms of expanding the queue. You, of course, will need some rails for all this. And these are nice incorporations because they're only a couple nodes away. I didn't incorporate this last one because they got a ton of resources. So we're going to look to, you know, exploit these resources, but probably go wheat farms instead of bananas. Banana. We'll see, though. A guiding hand. Well, we don't care if we piss them off, so that's nice. Oil. Alright. Look at this. Look at it. It's like they're about to kiss. Great Qing has a play. I mean, we could come in on this, just because we're kind of waiting for our infamy to come back down. And I think us clapping Great Qing is, well, no, we'll just leave it. Leave it be. If the two ends of your Congo circle met under the mistletoe, would they kiss each other? Okay. I'm running quite a bit of that. So satisfying. Oh, I remembered. We wanted to swap over the PMs and then probably expand construction. As much as it pains me to say, you know, we'll just, not all the way. Just very reasonable, just a little 10 tap. We're making so much money, and so, like, this is the correct way to play, but also, it's the painful way to play because it, we will swap that one. I don't think we had that swap before, so I think electricity is about to get real expensive. But we will swap over all these PMs because we just incorporated a whole bunch of territories. We'll publicly trade that. I don't know if we can make that change. Electricity is a bit of a problem. So for example, here we're going to go arcades, but we are not going electric streetlights. We'll go public trains, though. Ooh. Alright, I think we can be unpaused for this, so we'll just take an unpause. We are slowing down a little, mainly because the infamy. And so maybe this is just actually when we should try and turn a corner and declare war on the world. But I think we can go a little while longer and protectorate some people and puppet. We have so many subjects, so it's really just a matter of damaging relations with the subjects and then integrating them by force. Speaking of, we will actually find some more damages to be doing. Really, there should be a button that says swap all to this. And I also wish you could bifurcate what you want to do based on incorporated versus unincorporated states. Which you can't. That would be fantastic. And then we will set all of the ones that have finite expansion sizes to auto-expand. That can, at least. And that's the queue. Wow, 0.3 bill up. And then... do we have neutral relations with anyone? We don't. Politician died. This is important. George Whitmore. Oh, no. No. He was our only feminist. Damn, what do when no more feminists? I don't know. We're gonna damage relations with them and with them. I don't know which ones are best to damage relations with first. I just want to start getting it in there. I don't think it really matters. We're gonna slowly be incorporating all these bizzles. How close are we to being... I know we're close to being able to annex these guys. Just wanted to see how close. We are gonna run out of bureaucracy. I think we kind of have that handled with these in the queue. But we'll just try and keep that in mind. Alright, let's take a look at this guy. Wrathful, stalwart defender, offensive planner. Not terrible. He's a royalist. We will say no, but I didn't realize we had an obligation with them, so we will invite them to customs union. We'll use that obligation, and yay, they're in the customs union. Huzzah. The revolt backs down against Great Qing? Come on. Revolts never back down, though. Ukraine accepts. I think we might try and take a little war or something. There's no little war for us to do. Oh, maybe these guys. 6.2, Jesus. Come on. Nobody would know. Who would know? There's no lines of communication except that pass through us. Who would know? We would know. Ooh, we are doing a skyscraper survey, so we're gonna get refunded here. Child of the workhouse. Well, they're gonna be happy with us for some time. I'll take the enactment chance. And, because they're gonna be happy with us for passing this law for a while, so this will be fine. Damn Republican. He wants a republic. We don't want him to want a republic. Trucal states, Transvaal colony. We got truces with both these guys. I'm just itching to start a war. Oh, we can annex Sweden, and it's only 4 infamy. This is perfect. Can we also annex Norway? Oh, we gotta make them a puppet. Oh, this is only 1.5. Perfect. This is a perfect crime. So we will... Or wait, if we annex Sweden, I think they just become our de facto puppet, right? Let's check and see how this works. We will annex Sweden here. Sorry, Paradox. It looks like we will not get Norway. So Norway was a protectorate of Sweden before we puppeted Sweden, but then I guess they became our protectorate. That's kind of interesting. But this is the cheap kind of war we're looking for, where it's only 4. We'll start decaying down. Philippines owes us an obligation. I think they just don't like us, so we're gonna use it to do that. Alright. Rugged Black. And we get this. We will not be swapping over this, but we have it. Or we're not going to swap over it until after this war, but once we remember, because we'll probably forget. So I was a little tempted to go bolt action into semi-automatic. Also a little tempted to go paved roads ahead of time. So we get more construction center at our max level. Let's go combustion engine, or we can go telephones into radio or something. We can do combustion engine. We're not getting any tech spread in. Yeah, we're only tech spreading military, so I think we're tech spreading it super fast. I believe that's the way it works. So yeah, plus 241, 80 to 241, and it's 241 because this is the only thing that's spreading. So it's kind of more tempting to do ahead of time tech. That way we will benefit from tech spread in a second. Suppose we could go alanine. Could do this. We could do zeppelins for the memes. I guess it doesn't matter too much. I kind of want to go political agitation to get rid of this, actually. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go to quality of life one. And then let's take a look. Where do we have inefficient taxation capacity? Munster. We'll just add 5 there. Lowlands, we'll add 5 there. I know we don't need 5, but we'll add 5. And East Anglia. We'll add 5 there. And I think we might get rid of this. Because we don't want to build up your throughput bonus. We want it all here. Maybe we shouldn't have gotten rid of it. Oh well. No use of Crag over spilt eggs. Wait. That's not the expression. Alright, we're gonna make sure we... Why are you revving, my brother? We're gonna mobilize everyone to make it more likely that's not Spain, that well, we'll let George take care of this rebellion. I think that's fitting. He's closest, anyways. So, Austria. Well, I know I have a lot of Romanian viewers. So, I guess I'm supposed to liberate Transylvania? If this war happens? Very unlikely. If this war pops off, it will be the new, most fearful pop-off I've ever seen. We will also add other war goals on them, I guess. Like war reps, and we lay the foundations for the skyscraper, so we will build the skyscraper. Can we increase it? No. Did they change it? Huh. Should I abuse the bug? Or should I be a gentleman? I really don't know what I'm supposed to do here. This is wild. It lets me just up it. We could do 51. We want that max throughput. Surely it doesn't benefit from economies of scale. We would just have infinite admin for the rest of the game. I suppose we could always just delete them if we wanted to play a clean game. Stupid paradox. Right, because we can't increase it. It's like, oh no. But we can here. Let's, I guess, snip it. Alright, we'll build it, but we might delete it. See what people think. Of our skyscraper. It's really the size of the skyscraper that counts. So, yeah. And we are gonna have to put in stuff on. So for like all the people joining, I don't think this happens if we are not, you know, infamous. So it just like makes stuff more difficult. And this war is probably gonna pop off. So what we will have to do, I think, is recruit more guys. Well, we're not going to even have the most up-to-date PMs, but we could swap them now and experience a whole bunch of pain at the very start of the war, but we don't have any fronts other than the Sweden front at the start of the war. So maybe we can do that? I don't know. I like actually don't know. I'm just gonna swap it. We have like 60 days, so we'll be through, I don't know, like a third of the transition, so they'll at least be able to do something. This PM's a lot better, but I think I'm mainly swapping it because I don't want to forget. And I kind of low-key think I'm going to forget, because I definitely forgot in between this war and after the start of the last one, so yeah. And then I guess we're going to liberate some people. So liberate Italy, probably. We could do Italy, Ottomans, and someone else, or we could do just Italy. And then liberate country. So we do need to cut Austria down to size a little bit. We could liberate Hungary, which is probably the biggest one. Hopefully that doesn't layer releasing too much. Or at all, really. And then we can go fishy fishies. And woody woodies. Azores. That's gonna be a territory we never check on and we'll constantly forget about. We get on pause. We get wage subsidies, very nice. So now these guys will decay back in our favor. They are now moderates with the royalists. The radicalist dream is coming apart at the seams. Everyone's dying. We can switch elected bureaucrats because this guy is a... Well, elected bureaucrats is pretty good. The problem is it would take away power from the Intelligentsia, quite a bit of power, and give it to the petite bourgeoisie. Which, if we wanted to try and balance 4 interest groups, would be preferable, but I think long-term balancing it just might be more of a pain in the neck with elected bureaucrats, except it also will give us more bureaucracy, so there's that. Or... Yeah... But really, I kind of just want to do it because this guy is currently a Royalist. The Intelligentsia will still be really happy with us. Hopefully it doesn't kneecap them too much. We still will have private schools, and we can just add more unis to give them power. Mexico have broken off their defensive pact with us. Well, you know... Okay. Alright. Okay. You know... Kind of powder kegging a giant war. We do need to recruit for our Congo HQ. Yep. We will see if there's another guy behind the curtain. There's not another good guy behind the curtain. We'll put the little guy over here. And then we will move everyone to the front who's not already assigned. We will have trench, so it'll be hard for them to push us, at least. But that swap is going to hurt us a lot at the early stages of the war. Do not think it's optimal to swap there, but I do think I will forget. I think not forgetting is optimal. Standard of living's been creeping up. 2.4 bill. Bill. How worried are you, my guy? Only 39. It's fairly likely they back down. We can't add any more war goals. Alright, let's also figure out where we want our navy. I think that we want to raid convoys. And then this guy will escort convoys to here or something. This guy will raid convoys in here. And we will pick... We don't want any Transvaal, damn it. Alright. Good defense in depth. Still have a bunch of guys not yet on the front. They'll get there. Let's see how the battle goes. Our offense is very lackluster because we're swapping PMs right now. I think we might try and enforce on Austria first here, though. So let's have a think about naval invading here with the biggest, baddest guy we got, who's neither very big nor bad. This he'll do. I don't think this landing sticks, though. We could just try and finish both these wars here. Communist Party forms. We have an election coming up. It is the rural folk who are almost marginalized. I don't think they will be a problem. Well, we could actually take this bureaucracy hit. But I actually don't mind this guy losing clout, so we'll just take that. And we'll take another tick off this, but probably be done with it. Oh no, we can't push. Terrible. We will not swap monitors, though. I believe their capital was here. So maybe the play is actually navally invading them as well. These ones we can do a bigger one, so we'll do it with Mackenzie, which is pretty big. Hopefully that doesn't weaken us on this front too much. God, our construction cube, please. Alright. Arts Academy, what do you got for us? You're somewhat profitable, let's ignore it. This makes a wild amount of money, so why don't we build another one of you somewhere? How about here? And we'll set you to auto-expand. Now, let's play some whack-a-mole, because we have been inattentive in that regard. Although I think part of the problem here is, in fact, has to do with turmoil in Portugal, because they should not be on that low an amount, given things, reasons. Arcuna? Okay. Just making sure we're building in the right spot. Cool, and this will help our auto queue as well, because they're not currently building stuff in the auto queue because they're like, hey, we don't have the infrastructure, we can't build more stuff. We'll need one there eventually. Are you profitable? Not really. Energy's kind of profitable still, but they won't fully employ. I don't know exactly. I have to do a deeper dive on that to like explain why it is that it's like that. Wow, you're making so much money. We're just gonna get you to 51. Paper, glassworks. Glass is pretty good. Nope, you already have a ton of glass there. Let's not do that. They're just trying to get employed as is. Maybe I'll expand back kind of more in homey areas. Let's do a couple in Ulster, because you have peasants. And these, we built a lot of these, so they're... Ooh, I don't think we looked at steel. I think steel is a little profitable. Build it in a new place, though. This will be Lancashire. That's something. It's a smattering. I think I will call it an episode, though. Today, we have mostly just kind of laid low. We annexed Portugal. You know, we finished this little fight over here for Tidor. We expanded bureaucracy a lot. We have to figure out how to spend this bureaucracy. I think we're, like, expanding institutions mainly. But we can expand a little bit more. Things are going well. I might even want to up social security payments. Not quite yet, though. Yeah, we're in good shape, and we've provoked a war against both Russia and Austria. So this is going to be kind of a feature of next episode. When we continue, we will be fighting both Russia and Austria in a pretty big war that will... They're fairly strong, so by kneecapping the two of them, we kind of set ourselves up to turn a corner and go max infamy a little bit here, which we've kind of been itching towards doing, so maybe I hold off on actually playing episodes for a little bit to wait to get feedback from you, because I'm 4 or 5 episodes ahead of uploads, and it's I'm not sure if I want to go full bad guy at this point or not. I also don't know if they'll kiss under the mistletoe here, and we will complete our circle around the Congo, our meme circle, which will be fantastic because we will get all the resources in the Congo. This is hilarious that this is doable, but apparently it is, so there's that. We are constructing 51 levels of skyscraper, also is another thing, which I'm curious if they benefit from economies of scale. We can add to it if we want it, but I think 51's the right number for every building, so we're gonna do that. And we might delete it if everyone wants. You know, it's like I'm doing it for the memes. I didn't think it was funny. I think I would just build the one and just take my intended bonus and be off with it. We will have a little bit of trouble pushing here at the start because we are suffering the malice from switching over to trench. But I felt that we could do this, and I, more importantly, thought that I would forget if I didn't swap over. So that's kind of why. And yeah, so feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do the YouTube algorithm stuff. Have a good day. Avoid having a bad day. These sorts of things. Bye-bye.